Hey everybody, it is Jed and welcome back to another Division video. Now today I want to talk to you guys about a nerf that is upcoming. I'm almost 100% sure this is coming up in the near future, and I'm sure some of you didn't even need to read the title to know I'm talking about the M870. On August 18th on State of the Game, one of their opening statements for problems of the game was, "We are getting shot in the face with M870s as well." So it's very obvious this is one of the biggest problems in the game as of right now, and they are working to fix it. But we don't know how exactly they're going to fix it yet. Anything that they do to lower the power of these weapons, I am so supportive of, but I still do have concerns that it's not going to get nerfed properly. Rumors have been flying around everywhere of how they're going to actually nerf these weapons, and what I'm so afraid of is that they're simply just going to make it so it doesn't proc with Sentry anymore. And that's not going to fix the problem. If you go into any of the non-30 brackets, you would know that Sentry's Call and Alpha Bridge don't exist in those brackets. That's why I like PvPing in those brackets, you know? If you want to be a damage build, you have to give up toughness and you have to give up skill power. If you want to be a tank, you have to give up damage and you have to give up skill power. Same applies to sticky builds. If you want to one-shot players with a sticky, you're going to have very low toughness and you're not going to output any damage with your weapons. And I love that so much because it kind of gives everyone a role in a team. I usually play tank because I run with glass cannons who are doing all the damage while I just kind of sit there and sponge the bullets and take all the damage while they're outputting all the damage. Also, in situations where we're running off a manhunt, I'll usually be the one sitting in back because I'll be taking all the damage while my skill power guy is dropping heals to heal me back up to full. And that's what I'm talking about. Everyone has a role, and if they execute it perfectly, our team will come out on top. Since I run tank, I'm not able to output DPS, but that's why we have two glass cannons outputting all that DPS. That's why I'm tank, so I can take the damage that would put them down. Same with the skill power guy. It does not take a lot of damage to put those players down, which is why I'm there, tanking all the damage. But the moment shotguns get put into the equation, that's when everything starts breaking. The most overused build in my bracket is the toughness shoddy build. All of the quote-unquote top tier players are only using toughness shoddy builds. When I'm not running with my glass cannon friends, I'm usually running a damage build myself because I don't have fun playing tank and just one-shotting, two-shotting everybody. That's simply not fun to me. If you are going to play the role as a tank, which almost every player does, you should not be able to output enough damage to put people down. And that is exactly what these tanks are doing. This shotgun is their crutch, because they cannot do enough damage if they were to use any other weapon in the game. It's the shotguns that are doing the damage, and they're able to take a lot of damage. Which in my opinion, that ruins the damage build. What's the point in rocking low toughness and high damage if you can do high damage with a lot of toughness? It's just a matter of if you're running a shotgun or not. It's been made obvious what weapons are going to play what roles in this game. Submachine guns are going to be the close range agent shredders, the assault rifles should be the mid to long range damage doers, and then the marksman rifle should be the long range precision weapon, which rewards thumb skill or hand skill depending on what platform you play on. I think a fantastic way to nerf shotguns is by giving them a use outside of just doing massive damage. And I think LMGs also kind of deserve to be brought into this. I could see LMGs having absolutely incredible uses outside of just doing massive damage. If anyone here has played Battlefield, you would know what getting suppressed means. It's when someone is raining bullets on your location to prevent you from advancing or popping your head up or firing back. That's what getting suppressed is, and it's actually a mechanic in this game right now, but it only works for PvE. I think a fantastic idea would be if you suppress an agent, meaning you're throwing lots of bullets his way and he's behind cover or something, or trying to push up on you. It might give them a weird visual thing on their screen, or it might decrease their accuracy a little bit because they're being suppressed. I think there's a lot of potential for LMGs to play a very specific role and a very effective role while at the same time not really doing any damage. The same thing goes for shotguns. Shotguns are supposed to be all about stopping power, and I thought Staggered getting added into the game for PvE was a fantastic idea. I also think there's a clever way to add that into PvP without really breaking PvP at the same time. I think it would be very broken to have two players with shotguns on a team literally playing ping pong with an agent until he finally dies because he's stuck in a stagger and he can't move. I think shotgun should have a very low chance to stagger an agent, because then that might make the whole rolling around, going in and out of cover, jumping everywhere, that might make that a little less effective. If you're able to stagger that agent for just a second, you might be able to dump damage into him and put him down. I think that would be a fantastic use for shotguns, is to offer stopping power to prevent them from jumping around and doing all that crazy stuff that wasn't intended for this game. And that would be perfect for my tank build, because I could run an LMG to suppress agents and offer some utility, and also at the same time, if you have an agent jumping around and rolling around, I could offer stagger so my damage build players can focus fire him if I were able to proc that stagger on him. And that's it. That's how to nerf shotguns, and I guess that's also how to buff LMGs. Not every weapon should be able to compete as far as damage goes, but I still think they could offer some support and utility to still find themselves in the meta. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you agree or disagree with anything that I've said, be sure to let me know in the comments. It's okay to disagree, as long as you do it in a respectful and constructive manner. With that being said, I'm eager to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Hope you guys all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out, everybody.